Thursday, September 21st, 2023. Gobbly Labs to fight invasive lionfish by releasing killer algae. UFO spotted by Space National Guard fighters this morning. Always change your OTPs. Government's advice on preventing data leaks baffles everyone. There's an eerie atmosphere out there tonight. Feels like the night for old friendships and new acquaintances. Is anyone there? Hello, kitty cat. Hello, you gave me a start. You're a Nekomimi, right? You're gonna transform any second now. Or maybe not. Lua! Hey, Akapolisa. And hey, new customer. You're the quality difference? I can see some differences in the art on her right now. Look in her face, too. Ooh, that's nice. Hi, Miss Lua. I don't think this is the coffee drinking sort of cat. No, it would appear not. Do you have a new pet cat then? I'm not quite sure. This is my first time seeing this little one. Are you sniffing me, kitty? Do you want cuddles? Alright, no cuddles. Whoa. Cats. Indeed. I wonder if it's lost, but it doesn't have a collar, so it might be a stray. It's cute though. Would make a nice mascot. I would think that's up to it, not up to us. Cats. Right. Anyhow, it's been a little while. It has. Last time we saw you was, well, over a week ago, wasn't it? How have you been? What have you been up to? The cat's asleep on the chair. Honestly, mostly work as usual. I won't lie, I'm pretty beat. Did you just leave the office? Yeah. But in my defense, I spent the last hour looking at wedding dresses on Tomadichil. Well, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? It's not unfun. That's a moderately enthusiastic response. How are the wedding preparations going? They're going. I might need a drink before I answer that. So you certainly look like you could use something warm. Something warm and cozy, yes. Milky and soothing, with just a bit of warm spice. I'm gonna hit the pillow soon, so something that will help me sleep. And I can see you have some snazzy new ingredients. We have blue pea and hibiscus now, indeed. That sounds interesting. I'd like to try hibiscus then, with milk and some warm spice, please. Here you go. Let's check my, yep. Aww. Neko Chell just finished today's dance practice. I'm all sweated out, but my coach said I have really improved. Yay! Party drinks restocking new schedule due to new regulations. Cut-off order time, 1 p.m. Shop closes at 1:30. That's a very short... Really? I guess it's cut-off order time, not opening. Okay. By the way, does your phone battery suck? I've been using this power bank for the past month. Here's my website. Quality work comes with a price. You can't ask for $1,000 quality and ask to pay $150. Respect the people you've decided to work with. True? I just stopped these young fellas for drunk driving, so that's a lesson for y'all to keep your spirits in control. Just found out coffee, honey, and milk drink is not a meal replacement. No, it's nice when things are communicated properly. I don't know, that kind of sounds passive aggressive, but sure. Listening is an art I often take for granted. Aw, poor kitty, did the machine wake you up? Their little pearl earrings and glasses. Here goes the mascot. Maybe it'll come back later? I bet it will. Cats always have reasons for their actions. Even if they're often rather mysterious ones. That's true. Anyhow, here's your drink, Miss Lua. Oh, it smells lovely. It also has a lovely color. And it tastes lovely. I knew I could count on you, Archipelisa. You're always a sight for sore taste buds or something. I'm glad you like it. I love it. Right, so the wedding preparations. You and Mr. Bailey's are still getting married, of course. Oh yes, absolutely. After everything we've been through, I am not about to back down now. Bailey's is still very much my person. With the long ears and all. So, none of those pesky cold feet? That sounds like good news. No cold feet. No cold anything. In fact, my stress is running so high, I feel like I have steam coming out of my horns. That doesn't sound like good news. Yeah, it's just such a big thing, you know. I feel like it's all we talk about, but we're not making much progress. We're not further along than we were weeks ago. Do you have different expectations of the day? I don't know. I'm not sure if I even know what my expectations are anymore. I look at all the weddings on Tomadichil, and they all do this special over-the-top stuff. I mean, it's social media. That's why they're posting it. I don't have any original ideas like that. What about Mr. Bailey's? He enjoys creative endeavors, doesn't he? He does, but that's another issue. My parents are willing to pay for part of the wedding, and I earn a good living so I can cover most of it. Bay wants to contribute his share, but he can't really afford it. And as you know, his parents aren't in the picture anymore. Do you still feel guilty about that? No, I don't think so. If I've learnt anything, it's that you need to let people you love make their own choices. But I'm concerned. Both about Bay dropping all of his savings on this stuff, and about him trying to guess what I want, rather than expressing his own wishes. It sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, trying to make sure everyone's happy. Probably. Maybe. But I guess that's unavoidable, right? Oh, hello. Neil? Is this a different alien? Neil looked like a doctor at the end of the last one. Is this the space person you told me about weeks ago? The one who used to come to the cafe? I thought it might be them, but I'm not sure now. They didn't seem to react to my greeting. Besides, the last time we saw Neil, he'd changed his name to Silver, and he looked rather more human. I see. This is all very mysterious. Also, did you hear them come in? I didn't, but then I really do. They're stealthy. Bartender, what does a girl have to do to get a drink around here? Pour me a stiff one. This isn't a bar, ma'am. Beg your pardon? This isn't quite that kind of place. Isn't it? Our research indicates that this is the way one should order a drink. In a place of public consumption. It sounds like your research is based on orc westerns. Is there anything wrong with orc westerns? We rather enjoy them. No, I guess not. They're just very different from reality. In what ways? That, it would take a very long time to answer that. I guess the better question is, how are they similar? How are they similar? You did say it was a better question. That's fair enough. I suppose the honest answer is the way people feel emotions is similar. How they're ambitious and have dreams. How they want things and sometimes get jealous of others. But also how they help each other out. And how they fall in love. It sounds like Earthlings have very busy feelings. You're not wrong. I guess we do. Are your people very different in that way? We are. Although we want things too, but it appears that Earthlings have at least 94.328 more emotions than we do. That's a lot. How do you distinguish between them all? It's difficult sometimes. To be honest, sometimes we don't exactly. Reading others isn't easy, nor is understanding ourselves for that matter. That adds some spice to life, I guess. It sounds to us like it would be helpful to have those emotions displayed, especially in movies. Perhaps you could write them at the top of the screen? Cinema from 1920s would certainly agree with you. But, pardon me, you're not Neil, are you? Or Silva? Indeed, we are not. Our name is Amanda. So, there are several of you here on Earth. There are a great many of us everywhere. Our average density is 3,450.45 per galaxy. But this is not the topic of our present conversation. No, you wanted a drink, didn't you? We do wish to absorb some liquid matter, yes. Similarly to what the purple earthling has been doing. The purple earthling? That is certainly a description. Is it wrong? Would it be more accurate to describe you as the four appendages earthling? Do you mean my horns and my ears? Miss Amanda, we usually avoid addressing customers by the number of their appendages. Oh, we apologize, but we cannot address the customer by name, as we do not know it. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. That's my bad. I'm Lua. Lua? Lua? Lua! Yes. It has a very pleasing sound. Oh? Well, thank you. We wish to absorb some liquid matter, as Lua has been doing. Of course. And do you have an idea of what kind of, liquid matter that might be? Something bright-colored and memorable. We want our first drink on Earth to be an experience we shall never forget. No pressure, Arcablazer. It's quite alright. We were born to rise to this kind of challenge. That's the spirit. Any other ideas, Miss Amanda? We wanted the taste to be very spicy. We know that some places serve weak drinks to buy pens with female denominations. Our research has determined that behavior to be undesirable in 99.99999 of occurrences. Fortunately, this isn't that kind of place either. Indeed. So you'd like something vivid and spicy. What if it was, let's say, blue and gingery? We do not know what gingery means, but blue and gingery sounds good to us. Oh yeah. Okay, blue and gingery. Coming right up. Blue lightning. That'll wake you up. A blue lightning coming right up. This is vivid indeed. Now, let's try it. This is interesting. We heard that we might struggle to experience taste, but we can certainly feel the kick of this. Your reputation was well deserved, Arcaplisa. And what kind of reputation is that? Sounds like word is getting around. Soon this place will become a hipster den. I should probably start looking for an alternative haunt. I hope not. I would miss you a lot, Ms. Lua. Besides, isn't that what a hipster does? Go to places only before they become cool? Touché. I guess you'll be stuck with me for a while longer. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, Ms. Amanda, what was that about my reputation? We heard about you from our sibling, formerly known as Neil. Hey, your siblings. I mean, I don't know how it worked with your colony. Anyway, I see. Siblings, huh? That isn't a future hipster den. This is an alien den. You should consider rebranding as Cafe Close Encounters. That makes it sound like a rather different type of place. Tch. So what brings you here, Amanda? Please define your question. Do you mean here on this planet? That too, but also here in this cafe. We're on this planet on a research and rescue mission. Is that like a search and rescue mission? Perhaps it is a mission to gather numbers for research, as well as to rescue our sibling. What happened to Neil or Silver? We're in this cafe to wait for them. We made an appointment, as is the custom here. They should arrive in 2 minutes, and 3 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. Very specific. Please pardon the roughness of our estimate. That's more than good enough. You're very kind. Arcaplisa has mentioned your sibling a few times. I think Silver, right? Indeed. We are a part of the same hive mind. A hive mind? That sounds pretty amazing. But doesn't that make appointments less useful? That would have been true some time ago. But Neil, now known as Silver, is becoming more human by the day. Their connection to the hive mind grows tenuous. Oh. That must feel a little lonely. To lose your connection to your family when you've been so close. Perhaps. What does it mean to be lonely? It's, when you think about other people and they're not here, and it makes you feel sad. It makes you feel like you have a weight on your chest. Like things that usually feel good to you lose a lot of their appeal. Thank you for your explanation. We think we see. We do not know. Perhaps it is a little lonely. We cannot answer this with more than a 61% certainty. Hi everyone. Hi Amanda. Speaking of space person, here comes my former regular. I apologize. I haven't been coming by often enough lately. Hi. I'm Lua. Nice to meet you, Lua. I'm Silver. I've heard a lot about you. Have you? You probably pictured me in a bigger suit. I guess so, yes. A bit like your sibling here. I understand, but I've been undergoing many changes lately. I let go of the suit. This form makes me feel truer to who I am now. I also changed my name for the same reason. Have you been waiting long, Amanda? Not unduly. This is a bit awkward. Just a bit. Amanda? Yes? You should know that I've been missing you a lot. What is miss? Is it a kind of lonely? Yes, it is. When did you learn what lonely is? We have been told that it is the name of the feeling we have when we think about you, that's... I just... Bring it in. Bring what? Oh! They're hugging. That is one long hug. So cute. I can hear you, you know? Right. As we were saying, we appreciate your being only 3 milliseconds late. Huh? It's good to see you haven't changed. You have. And yet, you haven't. Now that you are close, you feel a part of the hive again. And your presence is similar to what it always was. It makes me really happy to hear that. You should order a drink, as it's customary. Then we can proceed with our discussion of the mission. The mission? Oh, didn't Archiplesa tell you about that? Not really. The breeding. Well, the reason I came here in the first place was to find love. You mean to reproduce with the local species? That's another way to put it. I think I remember you putting it in those terms yourself, Silver. I did, yes, but that was a long time ago. 3 whole years. I'm gonna tell you everything, but first, Amanda's right. I'd like to order a drink. I can taste them properly now, so I enjoy them a lot more. Happy to hear that. What would you like? I'd like something new and unique. I want to explore all the new sensations, but nothing too strong, please. I don't have the same tolerance as before. Also, I'm in the mood for something a bit sweet and floral, and maybe with a bit of freshness to it. Something new, but not too strong. A bit sweet and floral, and refreshing. Maybe blue? Oh, I do love blue. Something sweet, floral, refreshing, and blue then, please. So we got the blue pea. Something sweet and refreshing. That should do it. Whoa, look at the colors. Oh my gosh, and the honeybee, so cute. The flower bed. Ooh. One bright flower bed for the silver person. This definitely looks unique. I can't wait to try it. Oh yum, it's delicious. Drinking through my mouth makes such a difference. To be honest, I never expected to like this much, but now I can never get enough of it. Drinking through the glove does look uncomfortable. It's a very different experience. Not entirely unpleasant. No, it's also nice in its own way, but it doesn't convey taste in a way the mouth does. It's much more about the sensation, which definitely makes it intense, but I'm happy to get to drink Archiplesa's creations the way they were intended. As for the mission... Yes, the mission. It has run into some difficulties. Difficulties of what nature? Well, the truth is, I still have some trouble finding myself a date. What is a date? It's a step you need to take before, coupling up. You meet somewhere, you talk, you get to know the person. Not having a hive connection sounds exhausting. It can be a challenge, to be honest, but in another way, it's wonderful. Without the hive connection, when you meet someone, it's always a surprise. They react in ways I didn't expect, in ways I wouldn't, and every time I learn something new about earthly species, that too, certainly, but mostly about myself. That's definitely what being with someone's about. Every time you're honest with a person you love, you get out of your comfort zone and become a better person yourself. That sounds complicated. We need to make further computations to understand. It's different from what we're used to, but it's also pretty great. I mean, it sounds to me like you've got it figured out. Surely your dates should go well enough. Thank you, you're very kind. And if I may say so myself, I think I have made some progress. If I did get a date, I think it would go better than before. What's the problem then? Well, the thing is, Seattle's a very big city. Even by our standards, everyone is busy running around and people aren't very trusting. Not like in romantic movies. You can't just ask someone on the street to go on a date with you. Sounds like you tried. Yeah, I tried several times. I even stood on a plaza for a few hours with a date me place card around my neck. That's not an optimal strategy, yes. I realized that since. People mostly seemed a bit scared. I hear most people meet their partners at work. Is that something you could try? Maybe later on, I don't know. But at the moment, I'm afraid. My work doesn't attract the right sort. I didn't know you'd found a job, Silver. Ah yes, I did, a few months ago. I've decided to open a cafe. Really? Does that mean Acapulisa is competition? Not at all. I would never want that. It rather feels like a small way to start a family tradition. Interesting. Don't give me away. Anyway, after I tried all that, I was running out of ideas. So I decided to reinstall Lonely Hearts. Like I did when I had just arrived here. Online dating does sound like a reasonable solution. I thought so too. But the amount of dates I've gotten since I downloaded it is... Based on the surrounding parameters, we will guess. Absolute 0. That is accurate. Oh no. Do you know why? If I'm being honest, I think I have an idea, but it might sound strange coming from me. The online dating process feels a little... No, it feels a lot alien. Please expand your explanation. Do you mean it lacks earthly species? Oh no, it has earthlings in all shapes and forms, but it feels impossible to connect to them. I was much more successful at it when I first tried months ago, but now it's a little like how my connection to the hive mind has been recently. I'm a part of it to some extent. I feel like if I can just reach out to it, I'll find understanding. But then I do reach out, and I only find silence. That's pretty sad. Sorry, I'm making everyone gloomy now. No, don't worry about that at all. I'm just wondering if I've got friends I can set you up with, but they all have partners. You're very kind, Lua. I'll find some sort of way eventually. It's pretty important that I do. It's an existential issue for some people. We will help. I don't know. I really appreciate your offer, Amanda, but even after spending years here, I still struggle with all of that. When I first arrived, it was hard for me to even hold a conversation. Now I think I can read people a little better, but it's still... You're not looking for conversation yet, are you? You wish to connect to a hive mind, and you found it easier when you first arrived. Is that not what you said? Yeah, that's true, but we are a hive mind, and we have just arrived here. We will help. It does sound reasonable. I suppose social media can be a bit of like a hive mind sometimes, and there's no harm in trying, right? Well, then I guess that's settled. I'll show you how the app works when we leave here, Amanda. We are prepared. We will gather intelligence and draw conclusions. With our hive powers and your human knowledge, based on your previous experience and your new skills, we estimate our odds of success are at 100%. I like your confidence. Amanda always was a force of nature. We do not know what that means, but it sounds complimentary. We are pleased. As for... Wait. What's happening? What is... We have to go now. But... What happened? I'll explain everything later. Is fire on the way? Sorry, Akaplisa. Lua, I'll see you soon, I hope. No time, let's go. That was strange. Well, that was odd, yeah. Yeah, that was a rather sudden departure. I hope they're gonna be alright. It is. Good evening. Evening, Mr. Agent. You two know each other? The agent here has been asking about our customers in the past, but I trust tonight he's come for a late night coffee? Sadly, no. I'm here on official business. Sounds serious. It is. Very serious, miss. Lua. Miss Lua and Akaplisa. You know why I'm here, don't you? Well, if it's not for coffee, honestly, I'm at a loss. Is that how you want to play it? What about you, Miss Lua? Want to make an educated guess? An educated guess? Well, I swear I filed my tax return months ago. I did bays at the same time, so that can't be it. I have no clue. You two? Do you take me for a fool? We would never. Let me make myself clear then. Have there been any alien sightings in this cafe recently? Alien sightings? Sorry, but that sounds kind of far-fetched. Think again, both of you. Think carefully. If I were you, I wouldn't tell any lies. This is getting old. We didn't do anything wrong, and we don't have to answer any of your questions. Actually nothing. I know my rights. You have no jurisdiction to come here and act like a big shot. I've never seen anyone in this cafe who doesn't belong here. So I suggest you take your suspicions elsewhere. And leave this place and Akaplisa alone. My investigation. Your investigation means nothing to us. I can feel myself getting angry, Mr. Agent. And trust me. Poor light flesh. You do not want to see me angry. Whoa. Hey, don't you dare put your hands on me. I did no such thing. Not yet, at least. Very well. I'll go for now, but this isn't over. I won't stand by quietly while some aliens invading Seattle. Suit yourself. You'll only be wasting your time. I'll be the judge of that. Good night to you. Another close call. Lua, that was impressive. Well, I may be on the quieter side, but I'm still a succubus. I'm glad you're my friend and not my enemy. Truth be told, I don't like to antagonize people, but I guess sometimes it can't be helped. Yeah. I wonder what that guy was really after. He's an alien immigration agent. He's been after Silver for a while now. Back when Silver was called Neil and looked like Amanda. That doesn't make me like him anymore. I came very close to clipping him in his smug face, to be honest. Even if I didn't touch him in the end, despite what he thought. No, indeed, you didn't touch him. What do you mean? Seems like an important ID card. A shame if someone were to lose it. Well, the agent had this on him, and now he doesn't anymore. Sneaky, sneaky. Naughty Akaplisa. Didn't think you had it in you. This certainly is an interesting looking ID card. I'm sure someone creative could find a good use for it. My sentiments exactly. Well, I guess you have some time to consider what to do with it. And who to pass it on to. Indeed. Anyway, this shook me more than I'd like to admit. Oh, I'm sorry. It's really not your fault. But I'm gonna spend some time with my fiancé now. Which will be all of 30 seconds before I start snoring on his shoulder. Sounds pretty good. Say hello to him for me. Will do. This agent looks like he's gonna be trouble. Seemingly important ID card. But tomorrow's another day. Indeed.